All right, today is our last preliminary drawing before doing the scratch off on the black paper. And what we're doing today is trying to draw the light. We're not drawing the shadow. Now, when you usually draw with a pencil, you're drawing the dark areas. We're using white pencil on black paper because we're doing the reverse. And this is what you will have to scratch off when you're doing your scratch off on the inked paper. So you're using white to create your shape. But you're not drawing like it was a pencil. You need to, the first part you're going to be outlining it lightly. But basically, what you're going to do with the white is fill in all the light areas. So we want to try to find our shape. You can use the picture that I gave you before. We've done all these from the same picture. Create your image. Remember symmetry. Try to make it the same on both sides. By now you ought to be pretty familiar with this urn. These are like teardrop type shapes that kind of float down to the bottom. Then you have your support area. And I hope I don't run out of room here. Looks like I am. Hold on, I'll slide up. There we go. All right. I'm going to squat this out a little bit. I haven't quite perfected this photography technique here, but hopefully this one will be better than the last two. A little bit more. Now, when you look at your picture, you have to find the white areas. Okay, find the white areas. And that's what you're doing. You're drawing the light areas and allowing the dark areas, the paper, to be your shadow. So you look for wherever the light's hitting on the front edges of stuff. And if you want it to be a moderate light area, then you can use what's called cross-hatching, where you make lines like a dollar bill, cross-hatching on a dollar bill, where you kind of do a moderate amount of lines to make it a little bit grayish. But you want to leave the black is the shadow. You don't want to draw into the shadow. So as this starts to come around here, see, it's getting a little bit darker, and it's almost completely dark back there. Okay, now we have a lot of light on this side, but it kind of goes into shadow as it hits up here. This side has a little bit of light. Okay. So we want to think in terms of lines that create the light. Has a little bit of a lip on it. And it's really bright on this side. And it's less bright on this side. Now you leave this all black under here because that's shadow. I hope my pencil doesn't go dead on me. Okay, the top of this is almost completely white. This side is almost completely white, but it has those dark lines between it. You notice the bands of the, and then this gets a little bit grayer. This is, of course, the top area, so it is pretty white. This is bottom, underneath. So it has a little bit of a lightness, but it's mostly shadow. Your front is kind of an in-between color. So what we're trying to create here, is the feeling of a three-dimensional object. Now I'm losing my white. I should have brought another pencil. Hold on, I'm going to get another one.